Hey, what's going on, guys? I have another video for you. I installed some extended studs on the EK so I could go back to my 15mm spacers, but first I helped my buddy Taseen install some Underglow on his car. Take a look. This is his Honda Accord. What's going on, everybody? I got Taseen here, and today we're working on his rice box, and we're gonna be putting Underglow on it. Yeah. What you doing?
Oh, we're mounting the Underglow strip using zip ties. So I have this zip tie right here. I'm gonna run two smaller ones like this, and that's gonna hold our Underglow strip up.
Like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very jank method, but I don't care. It's a rice box.
Exactly. We got the lights zip tied up there. We just got the sides done. We still got to do the front and the rear. But first, I wanted to show you exactly what we're installing. We're installing LED flashlight. See? Really nice, really high quality. You know that it's really high quality because it is made in China. So we're really good, made in China. It's pretty nice. Just finished up the wiring. For the most part, we still have to put this in there, but we wired this fuse onto the end of the power wire just to make sure we put a 7.5 in there. That's going to go to the battery, and then we wired the negative up to the negative side of the battery. If you come under here, we just have this stuff wired up right now just to test it. Do you want to hold that up there so I can show them? Put the power to it.
Yeah.
No. Nope. Maybe. There you go. So we have the lights here. They change color. And all that good stuff. Just finished the cleanup. We have all the wires there. They run back here. And we have all the lights mounted up. We're gonna lower it down and hook it up and try it out. There you go, check it out. I got my strut re-sleeved from Airlift. Just got it back a couple days ago. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on the car. I don't have too much time because I gotta get back to school, so I won't record too much, but you'll see. I was somewhat in a hurry earlier today because I was trying to drive this to school. I didn't get done in time. But I took the spacers out of the wheels so that I don't ruin the fenders, and I took some of the camber out. As you can see, this bag was rubbing a little bit too. Not nearly as bad as the other side, but I pulled some of the camber out so it shouldn't rub anymore. And I might end up replacing that one as well, just because they're uneven now that I have different size bags on different sides. I'll be putting extended studs on here within the next couple days, which will be in this video, and I'll be putting the 15mm spacers back on. What's going on, guys? I got Adam with me here, and today we're gonna be replacing the studs on the Civic here. We're gonna be putting extended studs in. First thing that we got to do is take off this brake caliper.
Any World War II vets can fit your ass.
Probably not. They're all like over 100. Got the brake off here. And this is different than my last hub that I have. You can see back here there is actually no room to get the studs out. So we're going to have to pull the hub. So we're working on that now. I'm gonna try to knock these loose before we take the hub off, because I don't have a vise and I won't be able to get them off after we pull the hub. After much slide hammering, got the hub out. So
Here we go.
all done. All right, so we hammered these guys in. It was kind of hard. He did it. What up? And now we are going to hammer this thing back in and try to tighten these down the rest of the way. All right, so we went to press this in, and these are actually sticking out too far, so I'm gonna take the angle grinder and cut a little bit off of the inside of each one so that it fits. Long story short, I cut those so that they fit, and then we pressed the hub back in and damaged the wheel bearing. So I had to get a new wheel bearing, replace it. It's a few days later now. So I have the new wheel bearing in. I could have showed you guys it, but I just wanted to get it done. So new wheel bearings, and I'm going to put that side back together. And now I'm going to start on the other side. Alright, I got the hub off, and now I am hammering these guys out. I got all the old studs out, and I got one stud in just by tapping it in from the back. In order to get it to go all the way in, I'm going to have to run an old lug nut down on here, pull it up through. I'm going to do that on all 4 of them, and then I'll go ahead and start taking the knuckle off so that I can press this hub back in. These might be alright now that they're in all the way. They're pretty flat. But I'm still going to cut off the insides just in case, because once I press this in, I don't want to have to pull it back out again. Okay, now that these are cut down, I can start pulling off the knuckle. Okay, so I'm pressing the hub back in. One thing that the internet won't tell you, and this is what I did wrong on the other side, is that when you're pressing the hub back in, if you don't take the knuckle off and you just hammer the hub back in, you're gonna press out this inner part right here of the bearing from the inside. So this is gonna start popping out, and it's gonna ruin your bearing. That's what happened on the other side. So now what I'm doing is I have sockets around all of the studs there so that they're making contact with the hub. And then I'm actually using this, which I got from a kit from AutoZone, to set on that inner race that's popped out. And then I'm hammering in from back here. And what this is doing is, rather than hammering the hub into the knuckle, it's hammering the knuckle onto the hub. So this is how I'm gonna get it done, and then I can put everything back together. I have the hub hammered back into the knuckle here, and I actually have this side already put back together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that side back on, and then I'll be done. Alright, everything's back together, and I got my 15 mil spacers on the front. Not as wide as the 25, so it shouldn't do any damage like the 25s did. And I can have less camber so I don't wear it through the bag again. This side's still pretty baconed. But I'll replace that fender again in the spring, so whatever.